Hello, awesome folks. I hope you're having just an absolutely amazing day today. So today we're going to be knocking out my review of the first short story in this Renegade Swords collection. I'm knocking this out on Sundays, where I was previously dedicating that to the fantasy collection, Visions of Fantasy from the 80s, that came together, and so forth, and had a lot of masters and such, like Isaac Asimov or, Anne McCaffrey's The Little Straggling Boy, stuff like that. Gene Gillen. A lot of classic folks, Anne McCaffrey, lots of stuff like that. Great. And I picked it up and read it then and liked it, and so kept it, and so I thought it would be fun to read. And so now we're going to be reading Visions of Renegade Swords. And the first short story in this is House of Arabhu by Robert E. Howard. I read it last night in about an hour and 10 minutes. It's about 28 pages long in this oversized collection. That's about what you would expect and that sort of a thing. So it is set it's a sword and sorcery short story. Our primary character is a barbarian, a blonde-headed guy, and he is a barbarian. He is living his best life in the early Babylonian Sumer era of its dominance, and its era back when it had all the sort of the things of like Gilgamesh and all the gods and deities and that sort of a thing. We're going to find out on the first couple of pages, no spoilers beyond there, we're going to find out on the first couple of pages that he is that it's heavily decadent and jaded. And he's going to be, he finds out that he is getting dreams about a woman figure in his mind and so forth, and one of the people that he talks to, his friend points out to him that he just recently killed a priestess at a temple that was dedicated to him. So that's probably why he's offended the gods and annoyed them and so forth. And so now he's going to seek out on a quest to find out who the woman is and such, and to restore, to remove this curse. So that's the story of this. You'll find out about 2 or 3 pages into this 28-page short story. I'll leave it to you there. What happens with that class? Who's the woman? Right. These are all things you'll find out pretty quickly, or later on for the woman. So there you are. I'll go ahead and leave that part to you. I do like this. The character, the barbarian. He's the first barbarian in the lands and so forth. This is the only short story out there with him. This is the classic. The barbarian is the noble person against the jaded and decadent civilizations of Rome or Sumer or so forth, right? That Robert E. Howard sort of creates in the sword and sorcery genres and so forth. And you can see that here too. I don't know if he did that intentionally or not, but that is the fighting Michael Moorcock's Ruby Law versus Chaos, as well as the Pounds of Amber series. By Roger Selazny, and then of course Tolkien's is good versus evil. So his central conflict is civilizations of jadedness and decadence against this noble savageries and so forth. And in this case, the noble barbarian, like Conan, or in this case, this guy too, is definitely heavily influential and so forth. It's set in our world and such. So it's good stuff. I like it lots. The author here, it took decades. It wasn't published during Robert E. Howard's time, and it's never been published again until this place. Since it wasn't published in, it's probably not copyright ready yet. So we'll see if I can find it online or not. All of his stuff was published is usually on Project Gutenberg on the Australia website, because their era isn't 95 years long like U.S. laws are for copyright and so forth, but this one's a couple decades after that, so I don't know that it's going to be online or not. Since it's never been republished, it's not a big fan and such. The editor thinks it's this lost classic and so forth, and I certainly enjoyed it. I think it's a good sort of story. The combat scenes are great. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's well paced. I was never bored, like I typically am not with a Robert E. Howard short story, but I wouldn't think it's this lost Howard classic either, right? I think it's probably like a 7.5. It's good. It's well worth your time. It's good stuff, but I don't think it's like the best, lost or forgotten example of it. But your mileage may vary, right? After you've read it, if you haven't. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with my 7.5 out of 10? Do you think it is a better or worse? Or do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. Just keep it spoiler free for the folks that are going into it that haven't read it, right? And so forth. So just let me know all that good stuff and so forth. If you like this video, why not hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell icon if you're feeling frisky, and then let your friends know too. And then finally, I want to thank you so much for taking some time out of your day and investing it and watching my video, right? Because we all have so many things that are happening in our lives, and we're have so many things that are happening with us. So the fact that you spent this time with me is very humbling, and I appreciate it much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.